Good Morning Miramar, Tuesdays and Thursdays at 10 a.m. right here, right now.
Good morning, Miramar. My name is Danielle Reales, Marketing Coordinator with the City of Miramar's Office of Marketing and Public Relations. Today is Tuesday, March 6th. We have a wonderful show planned for you all this morning. First, we will be joined by Robert Goltz, who is the president of the Miramar Pembroke Pines Chamber of Commerce. He's here today to tell us all about the 2018 Sip and Taste event happening right here at Miramar Town Center this weekend. Then we will be joined by the owners of Miramar Business, Tailored Fitness, who's here today to tell us all about how they can help you take advantage of their great programs and services. The weather for today, on Tuesday, March the 6th, is going to bring mostly sunny skies. The high temperature will be 79 degrees and the low will be 62. Now we want to remind everyone, do you need alternative financing options to repair your roof or your windows or AC unit in your property? Or are you a contractor who's looking how to become more of a PACE authorized contractor? If so, please join Miramar Mayor Wayne Messam as he hosts a free workshop to tell us all about the PACE financing and how contractors can pre-qualify as PACE contractors. For those of you who don't know, PACE stands for Properly Assessed Clean Energy and allows property owners to receive upfront financing for qualifying improvements. To learn more about this program and the benefits out there for property owners and contractors alike, please join us on Thursday, March the 8th from 6 p.m. at the Miramar Multi-Service Complex located at 6700 Miramar Parkway. And if you'd like to RSVP for this, please visit MiramarPaceWorkshop.eventbrite.com. And if you have questions, you can call us at 954-602-3270. Join Commissioner Maxwell Chambers for a roundtable discussion on building healthy military communities on Thursday, March the 8th at 2 p.m. at the Miramar City Hall Commission Chambers. For more information on this roundtable, please call us at 954-602-3157. As a reminder, on Friday, March 9th, Dr. Shaniqua Fleming, our fabulous co-host for Beyond Boundaries and founder and CEO of Perfect Solutions Consulting Group, is hosting Leaders Who Lunch at Brimstone Woodfire Grill in Pembroke Gardens from noon to 1:30 p.m. It's not just a lunch, it's a powerful conversation, dynamic connections, and action and impact. It's a call to higher expression and demonstration of leadership. Join Dr. Fleming, other visionaries, thought leaders, and brilliant minds who are there to give you some food for thought and inspire you on the action you can take, all while enjoying great food. To register, visit drshaniquafleming.com/Leaders Who Lunch. Support the Miramar Police Department and the Police Unity Tour at Cops and Cowboys fundraiser. That's happening Tuesday, March 13th from 4 p.m. to 10 p.m. at Texas Roadhouse, located at 3241 Southwest 160th Avenue. For information on how you can support this event, please call 954-499-3391. The Florida Grand Opera returns to the Miramar Cultural Center to explore the jewels of the operatic and sound of song repertoire. Join Florida Grand Opera's studio artists on a lyrical journey of love, loss, and everything in between on Tuesday, March 13th at 7:30 p.m. For tickets, please visit MiramarCulturalCenter.org. Miramar Cultural Center resident artist Ballet Etudes of South Florida is hosting a ballet technique master dance class for intermediate and advanced dancers ages 12 and up of all backgrounds to gain a better understanding of ballet as the foundation of all dance. This master class is taking place Saturday, March 17th at 10 a.m. at the Miramar Cultural Center. For ticket information, please visit MiramarCulturalCenter.org. And City of Miramar Mayor Wayne Messam, along with Memorial Hospital Miramar and Joe DiMaggio Children's Hospital, is hosting a 3K run walk and health fair and family fun day. That is again on March 17th from 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. So this event is featuring health screenings, a kids zone, and so many fun activities for the entire family. For more information, you can call us at 954-602-3198. And on Tuesday, March 27th, and on Wednesday, March 28th, the City of Miramar Public Works, Utilities, and Parks and Recreation departments are inviting all of our Miramar residents to a special informational session which is going to address questions, concerns, or comments that residents might have regarding city operations, which include traffic control, water treatment, street and sidewalk maintenance, recycling, and parks and recreation activities. This forum will also provide our city staff with an opportunity to share details on city programs and updates on current and planned capital improvement projects. The first meeting will take place at the Sunset Lakes Community Center Ballroom that's located at 2801 Southwest 186th Avenue, and that's happening Tuesday, March 27th from 6:30 to 8 p.m. The second meeting will take place on Wednesday, March 28th at the Miramar Multi-Service Complex Ballroom located at 6700 Miramar Parkway from 6:30 to 8 p.m. Remember that both of those meetings will discuss the same topic, so whichever one you're able to make, we hope to see you there. We're also inviting everyone to join us on March 29th at our brand new Fire Station 107 located at 11811 Miramar Parkway. This is an open house of the brand new fire station where tours will be available and staff will be on site to hand important information out about fire safety. For information on this, please visit MiramarFL.gov. Now, here's today's moment in women's history. Did you know that in 1903, Mary Anderson was granted the patent for the windshield wiper? It would soon become standard equipment on all cars by 1916. She isn't alone in her inventiveness, however. Women have also invented so many other things, including industrial lathers, whiteout bras, non-reflective glass, the dishwasher, disposable diapers, petroleum refining methods, and many, many more inventive objects. So we're just highlighting that one great invention that I know everyone here in South Florida takes advantage of many times throughout the year. So thank you to Mary Anderson for that. Now we are welcoming back Robert Goltz, the president of the Miramar and Pembroke Pines Chamber of Commerce. Good morning.
Good morning.
Now, we have some exciting news. So this morning we are going to be talking about the Sip and Taste event happening this weekend in Miramar. Before we get into all the details about that, I wanted to give everyone an exciting announcement about a giveaway that we're doing on the show today. So Robert, if you want to tell us what we're giving away.
Yeah, we're going to be giving away a pair of tickets to the Sip of Wine, Taste of Heaven that's happening this Saturday.
Yes. So here are the rules for everyone tuning in out there, and thank you to our loyal viewers. And you know, if you tune into Good Morning Miramar, we always do special giveaways like this. So we're inviting you to take advantage of. I think these tickets are valued at
$120.
$120 value. It's free tickets to the Sip and Wine Taste of Heaven event happening this Saturday, March 10th. All you need to do to enter is one of two things. You can comment on our Facebook live feed and just say, please enter me, I'd like to win. Or you can dial in at 1-877-2-MIRAMAR. That's 1-877-264-7262. We will take your entry live on the air, or you can comment on our Facebook live feed, and we will be selecting a winner later on today and announcing it on social media. Please be sure you're following us as well at City of Miramar. So thank you so much for all of our viewers, and that's just our thank you to you. So Robert, before we get into the event, I'd like you just to tell us a little bit about yourself and your role with the Miramar Pines Chamber.
Well, I've been with the Miramar Pembroke Pines Chamber for about 6 years now. Have been running the chamber since I think it was 2000, I can't even remember, 2014, 2012, somewhere around there. It's been a while.
Yes.
And we've been growing. It's a great organization. We have doubled in size over the last 6 years and continue to build on our history, and then also add in new things to continue our growth with our members, both old and new.
Yes, it's very exciting. I know that between Miramar and Pembroke Pines, there's just so many businesses, so much opportunity for entrepreneurs and larger corporations alike to take advantage of the chamber. So it's really exciting to have you here.
It's definitely a growing area that we're proud to serve.
Yes, absolutely. Now, this event is in its 14th year, Sip of Wine and Taste of Heaven. And then you said you've been at the chamber for 6 years. So tell us a little bit of what the event is about and kind of how it's grown from when you first started to now.
Sure. So this event is almost a sold-out event the last 2 years. Has been a sold-out event. We're getting close to that this year. It is a networking event for individuals from the cities of Miramar and Pembroke Pines to come out. The mayors are typically there, other elected officials, and many of the major business leaders from our community. It's a great partnership that we have with the City of Miramar to put on each year. And it started off last Thursday with our VIP event at VR Cadillac GMC, and we had about 200 or so people at that event. And then, like I said, about 1,000 people is expected to be on Saturday the 10th.
Yes, and so I went to it last year. City of Miramar had a table where we were doing some promotions and giveaways of that sort. But tell us a little bit about some of the vendors that people can expect out there.
Some of the vendors that we have lined up this year, I can give you a few of them. Benihana, Raw Sushi, Bow Campers, trying to think of some of the others. We've got so many. Exquisite Cakes, Sweet Gem. Those are just a few. Bolay, just a few of the restaurants that we have. We have over 16 restaurants that'll be sharing, sampling food, and over 50 cases of wine that will be tasting.
Yes. So it's really a culinary experience through Pembroke Pines and Miramar. So many different flavors from so many different backgrounds and ethnicities, as well as wines from around the world that will be sampled.
Yes,
it's
really a very
exciting.
and music galore throughout the whole event. So I've enjoyed it every year. Even when we've had downpours, we had a downpour, I think it was 2 years ago, and people were still in droves. It was still a sold-out event, and people still came out even while the rain was pouring and they were getting soaking wet. It was still a great night.
They had a great time. That's good to hear, and that just goes to show how great of an event it is, because a lot of events, if it starts raining, people scatter, and they're like, we're not going to stay. We have covered areas here at Town Center. There's tents. So even if the weather's expected, though, to be beautiful this year. So we're really excited, and it's just a great time, an evening out. You can take your family. It's a really good opportunity to network with other business owners and entrepreneurs in Miramar, Pembroke Pines, if that's something that you're interested in as well. So we're really excited about it.
And it's really a great event just to get out and socialize with other adults, because tickets, we're only allow people that are 21 and over at our event.
Yes, because there's alcohol being served. So just a special note to that. It is a 21 and older event for all of those out there. And how much are the tickets?
Tickets are $60, and they are sold at on our website at Miramar. MiramarPembrokePines.org. That's our website.
So visit MiramarPembrokePines.org. You can secure your tickets. They're almost sold out.
Getting close.
But if you want a chance to win free tickets, as we mentioned, you can follow those rules. And for those of you just tuning in, you can call us anytime during this segment. It can be either during this segment or our next segment at 1-877-2-Miramar, or comment on our Facebook Live feed where you are watching this online, and just request to be entered. And we would love to have you entered for a chance to win these 2 tickets.
And the other great piece of the event is that we do have various contests going on amongst our food vendors. We give away 4 different awards. The biggest one is our People's Choice Award that the attendees get to vote on what they believe is their favorite restaurant for that event. So all this happens because of our great sponsors, the City of Miramar and Memorial Hospital Miramar. Those are our largest sponsors for this event, and thankful that we'll be able to put that on for them.
And City of Miramar is just proud to be the host city for this event again this year. We're so happy that you have chosen to come back to us and highlight our beautiful town center for this event.
It's always our pleasure.
Thank you. Now, there was one more thing I wanted to ask you. So we have the different food vendors there. If people are interested in becoming a food vendor, is it too late for this year?
I can fit in maybe 1 or 2 more.
Okay.
And all they have to do is give my office a call, and we can get that set up. All they have to call is 954-432-9808 and ask for myself or Angie, and we'll be able to set them up.
Yeah, so last minute, it's an exclusive offer, so we definitely love for, any local Miramar businesses who are interested in just exposure, because it's a really good exposure opportunity.
It's exposure to about 1,000 people,
Yes.
and these are people who love to eat and go out.
Yes, I remember last year, I think Bolay had just opened up, and they came last year and they were sampling it, and everyone loved it. Yeah. And I think everyone now knows what Bolay is, and everyone's been out by now, but if you haven't, check it out. But yeah, so that's wonderful. Thank you so much, Robert, for joining us this morning.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you. And is there anything else that you'd like to share before we wrap up?
I just think we're at the Miramar Pembroke Pines Chamber of Commerce. We're just so pleased to be able to be a partner with the City of Miramar, not only on this event, but on so many other things. And it really is a testament to what's going on in the City of Miramar with the growth that we're seeing here and the residents. Since I live in Miramar, I'm a little bit partial to the city also.
A wonderful resident. Thank you so much, Robert, for those kind words. And like we always like to say, it's right here in Miramar, so you don't have to go anywhere else. You can just come right here. Thank you so much for being on the show this morning. We're going to take a quick commercial break, but when we return, we will be meeting with the owners of Tailored Fitness, who's going to share with all of us how they can help you achieve your fitness goals in 2018. Stay tuned.
I'm Miramar Mayor Wayne Messam, and I am personally inviting you to the Mayor's 3K Walk, Run, Health, and Yoga Fair sponsored by Memorial Healthcare System, Joe DiMaggio Children's Hospital, Calvary Fellowship in Miramar, Aetna, Miami Dolphins, and Waste Pro. Come on out for a low-impact 3K Walk or Run Saturday, March 17th at 8 a.m., followed by the Health Fair and Yoga sessions. We'll have a kids zone, free health screenings, and yoga classes. I would like to see you there getting fit.
Miramar, welcome back. Thank you all for remaining tuned in. We're so pleased to have the owners of Tailored Fitness on this morning. It's a local Miramar business here today to tell us about the different services they offer and why you need to be taking advantage of them. So good morning to both of you. I'd like to introduce Kamal Cujo and Gregory Ojo, and I'd like both of you to just tell us a little bit about yourselves and kind of how you got started in the fitness world.
Awesome. Well, definitely thank you for having us.
Absolutely.
This is awesome. So, maybe about 4 or 5 years ago, we actually started Tailored Fitness in the park. And our objective was basically to help those that wanted to lose weight and tone up, right? Mm-hmm. And, 4 or 5 years later, we have a location in Lauderhill and Miramar, and Greg is actually the trainer there in Miramar as well. So,
all right. You said how we got started in terms of like training and fitness?
Yeah, how'd you get started in fitness? Why you guys are passionate about it?
Well, me and Kamal were both former athletes.
Mm-hmm.
He played real football, so they'll say, right?
Soccer.
I played American football. So, athletes always had that mentality of, how to push people and stuff. So I would say my roots started from that. Mm-hmm. And then from there, I always knew I wanted to be a trainer. I just wasn't sure what type of trainer.
Okay.
So we both went to school. I went to FAMU. Kamal went to UCF for a little bit and then transferred over down to FAU.
Wow, okay.
Right?
I remember.
I remember, right?
Thank you.
So we get that athletic approach, but we make our workouts friendly for users who are not familiar with the whole fitness world. Mm-hmm. So it's something that anybody could do. Okay. So if you came to work out with us, obviously you're a beginner, right? No pun intended, Tailored Fitness will tailor workout towards you, right? Perfect. So if I see you can't do a full squat, I'll show you a squat variation that you're able to do and still get a full effective workout, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So.
Absolutely. So how did Tailored Fitness start? Whose idea was it? I can tell that you guys are good friends and business partners. So
Actually, we all went to middle school together.
That's so nice.
Yeah. But at that time, we didn't know that we'd start a business. Right. 10 years later. So actually, I finished FAU. I graduated FAU, and I moved back home. My mom, hey mom, and I kind of realized that in my community, a lot of people were out of shape. You know what I'm saying? And if they wanted to get in shape, they would have had to go, super far out west or super far out east. There was nothing kind of central, you know what I'm saying, that would, give them like access to the luxuries of a personal trainer. You know what I'm saying? Because when you do it by yourself, it's very difficult.
Absolutely.
Right, exactly, right. You start a New Year's resolution, and by March the 6th.
Today.
By January 6th.
Right. By January, you're like, oh, forget this. You know what I'm saying? But if you have somebody accountable, if you have somebody, a trainer there to kind of, coach you along, give you a meal plan, things like that, at an affordable rate, which is where the group training comes in, then it's something that everybody can be a part of. So that was essentially the concept behind Tailored
Absolutely.
Fitness.
So you mentioned that you all have 2 locations. You do workouts in Lauderhill as well as Miramar. Why Miramar?
Go ahead. You said why Miramar?
Yeah.
I asked you why not.
Oh,
right. Miramar is a growing community. It's actually where I'm from too. I'm originally from Miami, but I've been living in Miramar most of my life. Mm-hmm. So like the area is like so many different diversities, and obviously we cater towards our people, or we're open to everybody. But we really want to do something for our community, and it means that much more. Being able to give something back to the community that I grew up in.
Yes.
So we started in Lauderhill. Kamal started the business. It was getting to the point where we wanted to expand. And then that's kind of where I came into the picture, because I was in Tallahassee, Florida, doing school, and I was in an internship program. Mm-hmm. So when I moved back down, I knew I wanted to do training, so I was like, I need to be around other trainers.
Yeah.
Right? So I contacted Kamal, what up, Craig? Right? The business was already running by that time, and they was in the midst of working on expanding, and then I was able to help, expand us to Miramar. And it's a total team effort. So as far as our staff, we have 3 trainers. It's me, Kamal, and Steven. Kamal and Steven are in charge of the Lauderhill location, and I'm over in the Miramar location. Mm-hmm. And it's really been a team effort from day one. So yeah, Kamal started it, but we all did our parts to expand in the company.
Absolutely. Now you mentioned group fitness classes. So
yes.
Tailored Fitness, your origins were kind of the park, kind of group
outside,
outdoor boot camp style classes. Tell us about the other services you offer as well.
So many.
Yeah. So we do the meal planning. We also provide one-on-one training. We've done contracts with cities. We have a contract with the City of Lauderhill, City of Miramar, City of Lauderdale Lakes. We're actually moving our services also into apartment complexes. You know what I'm saying? We do services for Broward College Central Campus, Broward College South Campus. We've been contracted by the FAU as well. So I mean, we carry services across the entire spectrum. You know what I'm saying? And we also keep it fun. You know, we also keep it fun. We actually are preparing for a Battle of the Boot Camps event coming up. It's actually March 18th at Anson Park, which is in Miramar as well. The event is put on by ICANN Fitness, and the Workout Kings is also there, and Taboo Fitness. So, you know, we try to keep it fun, and, you know, if anybody's interested in March 18th, you know, they can come out to the event. It's from 8 to 12.
8 to 12?
8 to 12,
okay.
Yeah. Battle of the Boot Camps.
That's in, what day of the week is that? A Saturday?
That's a Sunday.
Sunday.
That's a Sunday.
Perfect.
Yep.
Yes, we definitely invite everyone out to that as well, and that's happening in Miramar, Anson. I'd love for you guys to share that information with us so we can get it in our newsletter and stuff.
Definitely.
To put it out there for our community, because we want to remind everyone about that as well. Now, you know, especially in today's day, I think maybe a little bit more than in the past, there's a really more of a focus, especially with social media, on health and wellness, and really people trying to do more to take care of themselves and better care of themselves. Tell us about your favorite success story with Taylor Fitness.
You can start with that.
I can tell you one of my former members. Her name is Candace. She was like one of my first members ever. Right, this is when we were real small, before we even had our Miramar location. She was telling me a story how she had to catch a flight. Right, so she was catching a connecting flight. She was on her way to Texas, but they stopped in Atlanta. And she had to go to another terminal, which was all the way on the other side of the airport.
Right.
I don't know if you've ever been to Atlanta's airport. It's pretty big. So she said the train wasn't working, so she had to like jog from one end of the terminal all the way to the end with her luggage. And then she was telling me the story. I'm like, oh no, you missed your flight? And she's like, no, I was able to make it, but long story short, she wanted to thank me, saying that if it wasn't for Taylor Fitness, she wouldn't have been able to make that flight, because she was able to jog the whole way through, which was about like 8 minutes of straight jogging just to catch her flight. So it just be like small stories like that kind of humble you and make you appreciative of what you do or what you're able to help people with.
And I love that you guys talked about motivation, how you motivate your clients, because I think that's a really important component in fitness, having that community surrounding you. A lot of success stories that I hear, you know, are really based on that. So it's wonderful.
Absolutely.
Now, before we let you go, I just want you guys to, you know, share where people can get more information about Tailored Fitness and how they can contact you for signing up for classes or other services that you offer.
Sure, online it's tailoredfitness.net, right? So tailoredfitness.net, you guys can find us. I'm on Instagram, tailoredfitness12, and then Greg Rose _21.
Don't forget the underscore.
Don't forget the underscore. And then email is info@tailoredfitness.net, and phone number 954-297-1296. I mean, outside of that, you can drop in at any of our locations. We're there pretty much all day between Miramar and Lauderhill. So we look forward to
where exactly are your locations in Miramar?
So in Miramar, it's on University, just north of Miramar Parkway, and then in Lauderhill, we're on Oakland, just east of University.
Yes.
Right. So University is kind of like that line that connects both locations.
That's really great. Now remember, that's tailoredfitness.net for those of you interested, and we appreciate both of you so much for being on the show today. Thank you so much. Thank you. Yes. So we want all of you to take advantage of that, and you know, just see how Miramar and businesses like Tailored Fitness can help you achieve your goals. Thank you to all of you for tuning in this morning. Remember, we are live every Tuesday and Thursday at 10 a.m. and it's right here in Miramar. Wishing you all a great day. Bye-bye.